All right, let's move up to some topwater here. We got the Team Ark Topwater series. It includes 3 baits that I have right here in front of me. Let's start off with this popper right here. Tell me a little bit about the design in this and what's going on.
Our popper, the name is a TP70, which the 70 comes from the length of the bait. It's your average popper size bait. It's a 2 3/4. It's not really over large, and it's not too small. You know, it's perfect. It's the way that it's designed, the body shape and the mouth shape. You can do 1 or 2 things with it. There's some situations where I take a popper and I'll walk it like basically a miniature spook. You know, you want to be working it fast around stuff. And then there's other situations where you want to just slow, basically like a chugging style, which is the original popper, what it was made for. And it's a good bait that it does both of those very well with the way the weight's made into the bait and the way the mouth is designed. It basically, instead of having 2 different poppers on your deck where you got one where you want to fish it slow and one where you kind of want to walk the dog, it does both of those really well. There's 17 colors in this one. I'm really picky when it comes to my pop. Like if I'm fishing a popper, like I think a little bit has to do with sight. So our good colors on that, I think, are going to make a difference because they're really in detail. These baits come with number 6, the Mustad triple grip hooks, and all of our topwater baits come in the package with a feathered treble hook, which is really key to me and a lot of other guys that I know. They always want a feather on the back, so that's a good thing that ours comes with it out of the package.
Do you have a particular color that you prefer, or is it just depends on the situation?
It's all situational. I mean, they'll all work. Some of them will work better in certain situations. We've got some transparent colors that are better for clear water, and then we have some solid matte colors that I really like in a little bit stained water. Our matte colors are pretty interesting. I'm really fond of those. They seem to be working pretty good. They work really well in pressured situations, I've found out, because there's some long time ago we used to take sandpaper and knock the sides off of our baits that had the shine on it, and it would get you a couple extra bites. So that matte color is pretty interesting.
Yeah, Daniel's trying to pull one of them out here of the package. We've got so many
I'm not
colors.
sure, yeah, which ones are which, but there's a look at a few of them right there.
Well, it's a neat looking bait. Definitely a little bit, just the shape and design looks a little different than some other baits I've seen in the past. So, and everything looks quality on the bait. So it's, again, I sound like, I guess, a robot here, or a broken record, but neat looking baits. Hopefully get to check them out myself pretty soon. If you guys would check them out, go ahead and pre-order them. We got 2 more topwater baits from Ark. We have, looks like the new, the blower twitch bait is another new topwater, correct?
Correct. And you know, I believe I didn't have a lot to do on this design, but I believe Mr. Brandon Cobb did, which he's from, you know, around the Hartwell area where they have that the herring bite on the schooling fish. I believe he almost won a Forestwood Cup on this, not this particular bait, but this style bait with that, you know, that pattern and stuff. So he had a lot to do with this bait. This bait will cast like anything I've ever seen. Just the weight transfer, the style of the bait, the way the body is shaped with the, you know, the ends a little bit fatter and stuff like that. There's a lot of blower style baits on the market, and you know, you have the real big ones and then you have some smaller ones. This bait size is kind of the in between. It's a 4 1/2 inch. You have some 5 inches, and I think you have some 3 3/4, maybe 4s, but this 4 1/2 is it's a good all around size if you're fishing for spotted bass, schooling like on Lanier or Smith. And then it can still go to the Hartwells and the Murrays and stuff like that, where you're after those big largemouth that are still chasing those herring. So again, it's a good in-between size bait for that. It's going to come with number 6s, the Mustad triple grips. Like I said, it's going to come with the feather on the back. You got to have a feather on the back when you're throwing this style bait. The key thing about this bait is it's the easiness, whatever the word would be, how easy it is once you get it going to keep it walking. And it's going to walk the dog style in place a lot more than a normal walking style spook, Sammy style bait like that would. So it lets you be able to work it real fast, but it's not coming to you real fast. So it stays where you need it to stay for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's a unique looking shape to the bait too. Like, I don't know if Dan can show on the camera, looking kind of straight up at the camera, but just looking down at the face of the bill of it, it's just kind of a unique looking shape. And I'm guessing that's something to do with the design and making it walk like that. That's neat.
Mm-hmm. And then this is going to be, like you said before, 4 1/2 inch bait, 5/8 ounce. Colors look awesome. I
Yeah,
just
I
about
bet- I
got my
bet,
hand stuck on the hooks there.
They're
so
sticky.
yeah,
Yeah,
this color is pretty cool too. I'm digging this, the chartreuse, kind of natural shad color there.
we've got one color, the short, which I've got the slider color. It's the chartreuse on the bottom and like a pearl translucent on the top. It's a really good clear water bait too. But we got the solid chrome. I mean, you can't beat the solid chrome in the schooling situation.
Yeah, I think that's the color actually Daniel's got there. You can't see it on camera right there, but he's got that. That's the color he was showing on camera. There was that color you were just talking about. And these are available for pre-order, right, Daniel?
Yes, available for pre-order. And then like you mentioned here, we'll move on to that last final bait. And here we have the slider. Another walking bait there. Why don't you run us through that?
It's the same size, the same length, 4.5 as the blower style, but this is going to be a totally different situation, totally different action. Well, it's got the same action. Obviously, it's a walk the dog, but this bait's going to sit with the tail end down, the butt down, so it's going to sit in the water. And when you go to walk it, it's going to have a wider track area. So you're going to go, instead of going just back and forth the length of the bait, you're probably going to double the length of your bait as it's walking. And then when you stop it, it's going to sit back down like that, where if you've got a fish following it, or if you're bringing it by a piece of cover and you want to, you're slow walking it by it, you can stop, and it's going, when it sits back down like that is when you get a lot of strikes just from reaction. If the fish saw it, he swam up to it and is just watching it walk, and it stops and drops like that, it might be a little bit different action to make that fish react and bite your bait.
Yeah, and just looking at it, there's a unique little on the tail of the bait, little almost like it's shaved off the tail. I don't know if that's part of to make it walk a little differently, but I just was looking at a closer look at it, kind of noticed it's instead of being just smooth, there's a little a dished out or kind of shaved out portion there.
Yeah, there's a lot of you might not be able to see. I know you can't see it on camera, but if you get these baits in your hand, you're going to see the little ridges and different cuts, like you were just talking about in these baits, that are going to make them, not say the action's going to be a lot better than other baits, but it's going to let you be able to work the baits better, or you not have to do as much and make the bait do what it needs to do to be able to get bit. That's the main thing. That the easiness of working these baits is what I've really seen that's the big difference.
Yeah, those look awesome. Again, all these topwater baits, guys, check the website for all the colors, and you can also pre-order them right now.
And I mean, just that little stuff, you can tell you guys spent some time working on these and a lot of thought into it to make them a better fishing bait, better for us to catch fish. So really cool, really excited about these baits. And I'm not sure the price on these. You know the price on these, Wes? I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure on the topwater baits.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on the pricing on many of all of them. I just know the only thing I'm positive of is the elite lipless are going to be a little bit higher than the other ones. But they're still you're going to get a high quality bait where you would normally pay $18 to $20, but it's only going to be $9 to $11 if I had to say at the most.
It looks like they're pulling up for us right now. It looks like they're ranging anywhere from $6.99 to $9.99 for most of the topwater baits. So excellent price for a really high quality looking bait. Really excited to check them all out. So I think that wraps up the end of what we got for you today. I guess with that event canceled, or are you going to be fishing around the house now? What are you going to do, or get the honey-do list going, or what's the plan now?
I'm going to knock out the honey-do list for the next 2 days, and then we got a little derby right here at the home lake on Neely Henry that I might go fish Saturday and try and catch a few, just to keep me on point and just not get lackadaisical, get all my stuff in order. Then it looks like we'll have to throw all our largemouth stuff out and put all our smallmouth in since we're not going to Caillou.
Repack.
Yeah. Well, I guess that kind of sucks. You got to repack it all, but at least you can fish around the house. The wife will be happy. Thanks again for taking the time today. I know you guys got a lot going on, so really appreciate taking the time out to talk about all the new stuff with us. If you guys want to pre-order this product or any other product we have debuting at ICAST, make sure to check out our ICAST page. Got a lot of cool stuff on there. Stuff you can buy right now, pre-order with all the colors and images and everything on there to check out. So, and also don't forget, guys, we're doing a contest where you guys get a chance to vote on your favorite new ICAST product in each category, and a chance to win some of the cool baits we're seeing here today and throughout our entire ICAST coverage. So make sure to check that out. The rest of ICAST coverage here for ICAST 2020. Wes, thanks again. You have a good one.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.